Better late than never, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Sideline coming to you from Beaver Falls, PA, running on approximately 16 hours of sleep in a 40-hour work week. It is rivalry weekend, and unfortunately, we had to be subjected to some Friday college football. Nothing worse than that, and the NFL wants to dip their toes into the game as well. Fridays for high school football, baby, and the Beaver Falls Tigers won the WPIAL championship, avenging their loss against the Steel Valley team from last year. Go Tigers. All right, rivalry weekend again. We're back at you. We have to pay homage to the losses of the rivalries that we will no longer see. Take a moment of silence at your own homes because proximity hatred is ending. Those friends who couldn't get into Penn State and had to go to Pitt, and then those friends who couldn't get into Pitt and had to go to WVU. Yes, there were those games played today, but those games should be played every single year. In the family lines, the lineage, the legacies that you leave should just continue to hate generation after generation after generation. And I'm sorry that those died, and those are continuing to die, because at the end of the day, it's all about the almighty dollar. It's all about the greed. It's all about the NCAA. Nobody cares about the rivalries that have been going on for hundreds of years. They just want your money, and that's okay, because the money's going back to the players now too. Here we go. My picks are based off of the college pick'em. 10 games of the week. I'm currently in third place in my little group, and I'm hoping to take down the champion Whitney Jinx and come from the third place spot, overtake Charlie O'Neal, and then be the victor of the victors. Old Coley and Coach Sideline, here we go. Kansas over Cincinnati. Cincinnati, welcome to the Big 12 again. You just aren't ready. You're not that type of caliber of a team. Kansas Jayhawks take down the Cincinnati Bearcats. UNLV versus San Jose State. I'm taking UNLV in this one. Just seems like they played some top quality football in their division. They lost to the big dogs, but they took down who they need to take down. Louisville versus Kentucky. Now I love the smell of a rivalry right there. Two teams, two different divisions, but a great classic rivalry to end the season. Louisville goes 10-1, and unfortunately they have that dang loss to the Pitt Panthers, but Louisville takes down Kentucky today. Clemson versus South Carolina, and yes, I am very sorry to Coach Dabo Swinney. You're going to end the season 8-4. You're going to dismantle the Gamecocks today. Clemson Tigers 8-4, and they're gonna get a pretty nice bowl, because who doesn't like to see Dabo going bowling? New Mexico State versus Jacksonville State. I'm gonna take New Mexico State in this one because I haven't watched a single one of their games, but I think after reading the preview, I think they're gonna take down Jacksonville State. Virginia Tech versus Virginia, another ACC rivalry that continues to go on across the state. Hatred, Blacksburg, and I'm not even sure, Charlottesville, that's where Virginia is. I'm going to take Virginia Tech in this one. Wisconsin versus Minnesota, another slow, slogging Big Ten battle. Maybe the over-under on points there is going to be 23.5. I'm going to take Wisconsin because we were out there in Madison, and it's a beautiful place. Goodbye, Golden Gophers. Welcome back to the bottom of the Big Ten. NC State versus North Carolina. NC State, just because UNC had the chance to have a great season this year and possibly even be in the bowl conversation, but they're not even playing for the ACC championship. NC State takes them down. UNC falls out of the top 25 and ends up getting a crappy bowl in Detroit, Michigan. Northwestern versus Illinois. Even though Northwestern started off the season having to fire their head coach, but they got a big billion-dollar new stadium coming their way. They're going to ride that high, make a tiny little small stadium, but it's going to be absolutely sweet there on the shores of Lake Michigan. Northwestern over Illinois. And the game, the one you've all been waiting for, it comes down to Michigan versus Ohio State. Both teams I detest more than the vegetable peas. Teams that I detest more than Grove City College. Teams that I absolutely just have no patience for. Not even as much patience as I have for the Pitt Panthers. These two teams, I don't even like to say. The red team, the blue team. Don't use the M, don't use the O. Columbus is just a terrible city. Michigan, Ann Arbor is also just a bad place as well. But somebody has to win. Somebody has to win the game. And this one all comes down to the Ohio State Buckeyes. They are going into the big house. They're going to stomp all over those signs that were stolen, and they are going to stick it to the Michigan Wolverines. Ohio State Buckeyes. Have a great weekend, rivalry weekend. Coach Sideline out.